Yo mama's so fat when she walked out wearing a yellow trench coat, kids tried to board her like the school bus.
I'm Seth.
And I'm Drew.
And this is
Nerd Feeding the Nerd.
You know, I don't know if this is still the same today, but in the 80s and 90s, they didn't even build a new school. They just hauled these trailers in so kids could go learn something and become trailer park children.
Yeah, dude. And then you could walk in with rum and coke with a glass that you brought from home.
But how could that be possible?
Was that a Trailer Park Boy reference? That's such a great show. That's like,
I was so like, I don't know if he's going to get this or not. Like, to me, that's a deep cut, bro.
No, who's, don't tell me it's like Ronnie or, who's the main guy? It's, who wears like the black shirt and he was in jail.
Yeah.
Ricky is the one. Ricky is the best. And then there's Bubbles, who lives in like his mom's shed with all the cats.
Yeah,
that's so good. Dude, the best episode of that I can recall is where and because that's a Canadian show.
Yeah.
If the audience didn't know, and
Letterkenny is also really good if you're into trailer park.
Oh, dude, love it. But they bring in Rush. Like, there's an episode where like Rush is involved.
Yeah,
it's because they're Canadian.
Well, of course.
Yeah, that's good. Ricky. Good.
Yeah, man. My first experience with Trailer Park Boys was the movie, and then I saw the movie on Netflix or something like that. Like, I stumbled across it, and then I just like started going down the rabbit hole of the show and just getting caught up on the seasons that I had missed. And to me, that's the best way to find something, is someone recommends it and then it just kind of floats around in your brain and then you stumble across it at one point and you have a couple of seasons to catch up on. There is nothing worse in this world than finding a show and watching episode week by week and trying to get into it. There's one of the shows, the Unaware Ulterior Meister or whatever, which is an anime that I really like. Problem is, it's first season, it's a weekly release. It's like, you're gonna have those episodes that are kind of crap, you know, like they're okay, they're developing the story, they're developing the background, and you're just like, man, and like that's where you lose people. But if you're watching it the whole season, it's totally fine, because you're like, just get to the next episode and it'll be okay, you know. Explore worlds, start next bounty. Got it.
Tommy Pickles was right. I don't want responsibilities.
Responsibility?
Responsibilities. That's what it was.
It.
I don't want responsibilities anymore.
Yeah, dude. I just want that Reptar chocolate bar. That's all I want, dude.
Oh, heck yeah, dude.
And I know people have made like facsimiles of it. It doesn't turn your tongue green like the one in the show. Dude, I was talking about this yesterday. There are certain things in cartoons that I wish was reality, bro.
DIY, Ninja Turtles, pizza.
Well, okay, first of all, pizza period in cartoons, especially Goofy Movie, where it's Max.
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Well, okay, Max and Pete, I think. Not Pete, Pete's son. Little Pete, whatever. They're together and like, oh, hey man, and he's like picking up that piece of slice, and that cheese is just like, and I'm like, oh god, dude, it's just so melty.
Somebody made a TikTok about it.
Oh, god,
let's watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, it's so good.
He's making it.
Pizza in cartoons is the best, dude. Cake as well, dude. Cake and ice cream. Like, I want ice cream to taste as good as ice cream does in the real world, but I want it to be able to be stacked high and stay cold long enough for you to be able to eat all of that ice cream. Because that's never the case, you know? Like, it melts immediately and then it all goops together.
Wow.
And then you get full. Like, I want to be able to eat my fill to where I have doubled in size with my mass and then be able to burp and then go right back to the size that I was. That's what I want, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude. I need you to watch the TikTok I just sent you.
Are we?
F this game, dude. It's more important.
Hang on.
Just play and watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, just move. You got 2 hands.
Wait, did you send it in TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were texting it to me, so that's fine.
Within TikToks.
All right, hang on. All right, let's I'm just gonna.
Ooh.
Oh, God, Taco Bell. I don't need your shit right now, Taco Bell.
We don't want Taco Bell commercials.
Okay, hang on.
I was thinking about this gimmick
Are you sure you sent it to me?
for the show. I thought I did.
I don't see it.
I clicked your avatar and sent it.
I don't see it.
Dude, like what?
No.
Like why?
I don't see it.
Like what? Like, let me try again, yo. All right. It's so good. Dude, I literally clicked it and hit send. Am I logged in? I am, because it's like you're my friend on here.
It's like I'm your friend.
It's like I'm your friend.
Okay.
Why hasn't any pizza place made cheese? It's cheese stuffed pizza.
Okay.
And it looks so good, and I want it. I wish I could share this with the audience, but dude, all right, I kind of want to pull off this gimmick. It could happen right now. I kind of want to pee on stream.
Okay.
No nudity. Just you know, just get out the old
The old
like
trouser
the wizard
trench.
and just like pee like right here, you know, so I don't have to get up and go, you know.
Sure. Well, I mean, you know, you at one point said like you wanted to get one of those Little Johns or whatever that.
Yeah.
Or like a the one of those medical bottle things.
But I feel like it's inappropriate, or no one's paying me to do it, so I have to go pee.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I will be our
BRB while Seth pees. I want to talk more about the cartoon stuff, and I don't think Seth's gonna bite on this one. The hair in cartoons, like I love the fact that like you got like your specific hairstyle, right? And it's rocking, dude. It's so good. It's like it like defines your character. And then you get thrown in the water, you jump in a pool, something like that. And then like immediately like you just shake your head and then bam, it's right back to the way that it was. I want that. And also I want an outfit, dude. I've said this before. Like I want a specific cartoon, like you open the closet and it's like 20 of the exact same outfit. Like that's what I want. I want that. But I don't want it to be just what I do now, because that's technically what I have. Like it's just t-shirts and hats and jeans. I want something specific. I want something that's like that's me, you know, like it's exclusive to me and it's very cool. I want that. Because yeah, you know, I don't know, like I feel like I've given up. I've given up on life, you know, and I don't want to say that's like an old person thing, but it's kind of an old person thing. You just well, it's not that I've given up on life. That's terrible. That's a terrible thing to say. It's more that you just don't care as much about the small shit. You know, like back in the day, I cared a lot about that kind of shit. I don't anymore.
She touched my peppy, Steve.
Oh my god, dude, Multiplicity is the best, bro. I love that film, dude. Hey,
so good, dude.
He just hucks it like a paperboy. Love that.
This is how we do it. Dude, that's like my first exposure to that song for whatever reason.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
Yeah.
I don't know what mine was.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Multiplicity. I knew of the song before that movie. But no, dude. Michael Keaton, dude, back in his funny days. Well, I mean, still does funny stuff now, but like, hell yeah, bro.
You know where Papa Mac and Cheese might be?
Never heard of them.
Yeah, when we were kids, we were listening to that "I'll Make Love to You, Boys to Men." We didn't know what that meant, though.
No, well, kind
Right.
of. I mean,
Mind your own business.
how many songs do we sing now that it's like you say the words but you don't know the words? You know what I mean? Like you're just saying it, but you don't like stop and actually think about like, oh, yeah, that's what that means.
If you do this,
Yeah.
I mean, the theme song for Don to Don by Creepy Nuts. Like, I know every word of that song. It's
Hang on a
Japanese.
second.
I don't know what I'm saying. I get the general idea, but you know, I don't know what I'm saying. Same thing with a lot of the Japanese music that I listen to, or foreign music. It's like I know the words.
I mean, what is you know, what's that one song by Sabrina Carpenter where she's talking about when you're kissing him, you're kissing me too, or whatever?
Yeah,
Like all the people that
you're
singing
gonna
that song.
taste me when he's kissing you.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah, you are.
Well, and here's
yes.
okay. Here's the thing.
I think.
What do you think the taste is? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think she's referring to?
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's risque.
Which lips? You know what I mean? Like,
I haven't been seeing her as much as I was there for a while.
she's got a new song coming out soon. She just released like a little teaser trailer-ish kind of. It's her in very small shorts standing on the side of the road, and she's like hitchhiking, and cars are not like picking her up or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. Okay. I know it's very cliche, but I love her, dude. Like I love her music.
You're smitten by her.
Smitten, dude. She's not only is she just like unabashedly herself, but like, or maybe that's the character that she's created. It's the same thing with like Jennifer Lawrence. Like Jennifer Lawrence to me is a very approachable person and also attractive. Like, you know,
Yeah.
So, and I feel the same way with Sabrina Carpenter. Like, her interviews, like, she's just herself, dude. Like, she doesn't care. She's just like, oh no, I'm not answering that. Like, and she just moves on, and she's just funny. I don't know, man. Like, and her music's good. You know, it's good. It's a nice little bop, makes you feel something. You know, I don't know, man.
It's a nice little bop. It is a nice little bop. She's got some hits, dude, for real. She's a doozy. Yeah, speaking of Jennifer Lawrence, I watched Silver Linings Playbook for the 100th time
Sure.
not too long ago. Have you seen that movie?
I have not. But that's literally every time I want to watch it, I can never find it on a streaming service.
You should definitely go to the library and get that because it's a fantastic movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And seriously, Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, I was
love
gonna say
him.
Bradley Cooper and her. I know that was one of those films, man, that just came out, and I was like, oh, I want to see this, and then life got in the way, you know?
Yeah, I feel that. It's a dark comedy, sort of. It's good. Robert De Niro's in it. I like it. You don't like Robert?
I don't like his newer stuff, and I think it's I don't know him well enough as a person, but like I don't like that he's becoming sort of like a farce of himself in like a bad way. And it's fine. Like, is he doing that because like just for the money, or is he just like a funny person and he's finally able to shirk off the whole like, you know, I'm an Italian mobster facade and become more than what he was? Like, if that's the case, then good for him, dude. But like,
I think he's just old,
grandpa or
dude.
whatever. Like, nah, man. You know,
I think he's just getting old,
Yeah.
and that's just what happens when you get old.
Yeah,
Is
you
you
just
just
don't care.
become, you just become like, you know, whatever. Just a old. You just can't take those. Sorry, old people.
You just
all of
can't-
our old viewers.
yeah,
You just can't take much of what old people say to heart. You know, like
yeah. I mean, it's the whole
just
like
say-
there's wisdom there, but sometimes you do have to take it with a grain of salt because, you know, the wisdom that they're basing it off of is outdated technology, and you're just like, okay,
Yeah.
you're telling me that I don't know how to do this, but you literally don't understand how an HDMI cable plugs into the back of a TV. Like,
that is correct.
it's literally the shape. Like, do you know how a USB thing works? Yeah, you put the little doobie into the thing that looks like a duck's mouth. Like, yes,
Doobie.
it's the same thing. Stick that dongle in there, bro.
Up Your Butt and Around the Corner was the best comeback of the 90s. It was solid.
It was solid. It was good. It was good. I don't know. Like your mom thing, that was more 2000s, right? Like, you know.
I remember saying your mom when I was.
Well, you know, you're like, you say something like, dude, your breath is awful. It's like, your mom's breath is awful. Like, that was also pretty solid. Like, not that you or like yo mama jokes. Like, those were, dude, who doesn't love a yo mama joke?
Yeah.
Like, yo mama's so fat when she walked out wearing a yellow trench coat, kids tried to board her like the school bus.
Dude.
Your mama's so fat, she's got to wear 2 watches because her body's in 2 different time zones. Let's see. Your mama's so ugly,
fact.
she cracked the Daily Mirror. It's a newspaper.
Dude, to this day, don't step on a crack or your mom will fall and break her back.
Yeah.
Is still rings true, dude. I try not to step on. I try not to step on a crack. Did you know Prince Humperdinck voiced Jack Skellington?
Okay, hang on.
Isn't that from Princess Diaries?
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. Yes.
You're visualizing.
But he did not sing.
That is correct.
That
Your
was
boy,
Danny Elfman.
Dude, Danny Elfman.
Elf. He's a weird looking dude.
He is a weird looking dude. You read my mind. You read what I was trying to say, but probably in a much meaner way.
Yeah, he's a funny looking fella.
So is Tim
Burton, dude. Like, Tim Burton is definitely. He kind of looks like he put his wiener in a light socket when he was like 12, and then just never fixed it.
Isn't his wife Marla from Fight Club?
Yes.
I've simplified her down to one specific role. What is her name? I know.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah.
I do not like her for this reason. So she's so Kenneth Branagh was with Emma Thompson at one point. Love Emma Thompson. She's a treasure. Okay. They split up because of Helena Bonham Carter. He chose to date that gutter trash instead of freaking like Mary Poppins, dude. Like, I mean, why? So after that point, I was like, nah, man, I ain't messing with either of them. And
isn't Mary Poppins married to Jim Halpert?
Yeah, one of them, the newer one. Yes, that's Emily Blunt.
Okay,
she was the new Mary Poppins, which she did okay. I think I don't think it was her fault. Like, the movie was only okay, and that's more writing, not her. You know.
Right.
And plus, like, my biggest issue with that movie is Lin-Manuel Miranda is the chimney sweep, the Dick Van Dyke character.
Yeah.
And it's like, he did okay, but bro, no one is gonna replace Dick Van Dyke, dude.
Dude.
He's irreplaceable. You know,
he won't die either, dude.
No,
like,
and
he
good
is
for
still
him,
kicking,
man.
man.
And he's still moving, man. Like, he's
Sprite.
Yeah.
Chim chimity,
He's chim still, man.
chim chim charu.
Yeah, dude. Bed knobs and broomsticks. That was another hit from my childhood that I loved.
Yeah, I dig it.
It was really tough.
And I always wanted a bed that had bed knobs on it. You know, like, I wanted that experience. I never did.
You really saved his life.
Still don't, really.
Yeah.
He could shit his goop all over you.
Dude, I almost watched Pokemon. What's the one? The original. It's like the
Kanto.
Is that what it's called?
Well, they're in the Kanto region.
Yeah, maybe. But that's what the series is called on Netflix? Like,
I was gonna say,
it wasn't. I don't remember it being called that as a kid. I feel like they just categorized
it was just
Pokemon,
that way. And now that they have so many, they have to like qualify it as, this is Kanto region, this is Cerulean City, or whatever. Like, they gotta qualify them all now.
Dude, a really disturbing movie that I was just reminded of seeing not too long ago. Again, not for the first time, but I watched it with my oldest son. Was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, dude? The OG.
The OG, yeah. Well, and it's
so unsettling.
And
it's like a snuff film,
right?
dude.
Like, that was,
yeah, but it sucks compared to the original. Like,
I have not seen the remake or redo or whatever.
The original is like an art film or something like that. It's so freaking weird.
Yeah, dude, it is. It's good though. Well, okay, I saw it when I was like high school-ish, and like it weirded me out. Like but in like in a kind of in a good way. Like I look back at it now and I watch it and I'm like, hey, man, that was good times, you know.
I think even better than watching Chainsaw Massacre is listening to Bill Hader
Yeah.
talk about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because that's like his favorite movie of all time, and the way he breaks it down, he talks about like the generator scene and stuff like that. Like it's really good to just listen to him. Watch that, then go back and watch that movie, and you'll look at it in a completely different light. I want a movie. It's crazy.
Same.
Like we didn't. Yeah, I want a movie. No, I want a movie to be as profound as some of those early. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it hard to explain, but like they were like figuring stuff out back then.
Yeah,
and there was still
it was
like
revolutionary.
Right, and there was movie theaters, and like the it was all about like the experience of seeing it in the cinema, and like what modern movie can we say is like that? You know what I mean? That like tickles that.
It's working.
You know, it's like, wow, like this is so freaking groundbreaking. Like it's just beautifully shot, and like just you know what I mean? Like it's like we missed out on.
Well, I would say that a
like
little
that.
bit it's TV, but like The Mandalorian, a little bit. Like there's some new technology. It's good. Like the first season is visually stunning. It's a masterpiece. And then they started getting into too much Grogu so that they could keep the kids involved. And it's fine. It's not as good. I want gritty. I want real.
Yeah.
I don't want mighty merchandise. Okay.
I think that Andor is the better of the series.
Yes, I agree.
Did you? Okay, good.
I
I'm
have
glad
not
you...
seen season 2 yet. I have not seen.
No, neither have I. So I can't speak for that. But season 1 blew me away.
Beautiful, dude.
And I wasn't even that into Rogue One, to be honest.
I really liked Rogue One. I actually would like a Rogue 2, if you will. And I know that's
it's one of the best. Yeah, it's one of the best of the Disney series. Just side note. But
yes. Yeah. And by Rogue 2, I mean I want the story of the many Bothans that died to get those plans or whatever. Like I want that the second Death Star plan retrieval. I want that as a movie or like a little mini series or something. Like it doesn't have to be epic, you know, like I just want that story.
I want someone to I want Disney to have like a resurgence. Like they're obviously not going to let go of Star Wars at this point. I want someone to step in who's going to like revitalize the Disney studio and do something with it. Like clearly, like with Snow White being such a failure.
Yeah.
Hopefully someone is like, dude, we cannot continue to make stinkers.
Well, they did pause the Tangled live action remake that they were planning. So that's.
And I'll be curious. I'll be curious if the Lilo and Stitch movie is any good.
A lot of people hate it. A lot of people. Okay, well, it gets good reviews on like some of the platforms, but I follow a lot of movie critics or whatever that I respect. I respect their opinion.
Yeah.
And they're just like, it's never going to be as good as the original. It's never going to capture that. Plus, Zach Galifianakis plays one of the characters, one of the beloved characters, and people are like, he sucks. And then right after that, I saw an interview with him, and he's like, this was shot during the strike. We could not improvise at all. So you put an actor who's known for improvisation into a role and say you can't do the thing that you're known for, of course he's going to suck at it. Like, and so it's fine. Like, but you know, that's the thing, man. All of these studios, they don't take into consideration that kind of stuff, and so I'm sure it's fine, but that's it. It's just fine.
Yeah.
You know?
They need to find their new voice, and they have such an opportunity with, I don't want to get too serious, but they have such an opportunity with Star Wars, and they're just dropping the ball, and everything, most of what they do is trash.
Well, they need to leave it alone for a little bit. They need to let it breathe. When Star Wars is at its best is when there's a lack of content and people are hungry for something new. We're not hungry for anything new anymore because we have all the stuff. We have too much. And
Yeah.
we need that break, dude. I'm excited for the Mandalorian movie, which I think will be the end of that story. If not, there'll be one more season and that will end that story. And/or season 2. There's going to be no more after that.
Yeah.
Fine, sure.
Spoiler alert, they all die in Rogue One.
Yeah.
So
Right. And so it's fine, but I think they need, and like I enjoy the Ahsoka show. I enjoyed that. I like Ahsoka as a character. I think Rosario Dawson does a great job as the character. I prefer the Ashley Eckstein animation versions myself, but there's more content of that, and she's more plucky. But yeah, man, they need to stop. They need to stop. They need to put it on hold. They need to wait. That's the catch. And they need to figure out their own house, man. Like, even Pixar is kind of pumping out stuff that's a little subpar because they're gun shy, really. Like, I thought Luca was pretty good, but I don't think it came out in theaters. Like, they just released it on Disney Plus as like if you pay extra money, you get access to this or whatever. And a lot of people hated it. It's like, you didn't really give it a chance. But I thought it was fun, dude. I thought it was a fun movie. I haven't rewatched it.
no, I only watched like pieces of it. I honestly can't tell you.
And I mean, Soul is another one, and I
liked Soul, but I like jazz.
well, okay, I don't, because it made me think very introspectively about my own life and my own mortality, and I did not like that. I didn't.
It's a little heavy for a kids movie, for sure.
Well, and I mean, I know that was the point, you know, and Pixar does. I mean, Toy Story 3, dude. Like, you feel for all of those those toys that are about ready to go into the furnace crusher thing. Like, you feel for them.
Yeah.
But in reality, I don't know, man. Like, as a creative person, you know, understanding that like I'm never going to make my claim on anything, and then just die by getting hit by a bus or something, like that's awful. Like, that's a horrible thing to think about. Like, I want to make some kind of impression on this world, and you know, we have, you know, in a way, like, you know, I have a legacy of sorts that will live on forever in whatever form of media that I've created.
Well, even Lovecraft died before, you know, he was appreciated. How many artists can you say that for? I mean, who was the other one? I mean, Van Gogh, yeah.
And I know that that's a big thing, but that doesn't really happen much anymore. You know, like, because there's so much, you don't find those diamond in the rough instances after somebody dies and then someone like magically rediscovers it. It's like everything is being discovered immediately, all at once, and it's spooky, dude. You know?
Yeah.
Like, there's no, oh, look at this. Like, it's, if people dig something up, it's to say, you said this joke, it was off color like 20 years ago, and so now you're not gonna have a job for the rest of your life. Bye.
Well, on a lighter note, what about the milk mustache, like,
Oh my
ad
God,
campaigns?
dude. Well, and like,
Got milk?
why did milk need an ad campaign? I mean, was it really struggling at that point? And I know the reason why. Like, the government was helping supplement dairy farmers to help that growth, and there was a surplus of milk, and so they were really trying to push that, especially, like, you know, people were kind of getting away from it, and cereals, because, you know, the sugary cereals are bad for you. Go figure.
But they kept that going forever. I mean, those ad campaigns were like around a long time.
Yeah, well, and plus other companies, if you would get like government money if you plugged milk, or if you gave something, you know, to help people like buy milk and stuff, which is why we also, with our milk surpluses, made a crap ton of cheese, and then we decided to put that cheese in caves in southern Missouri. So, yeah.
Put it in those caves from Mark Twain days. Dude.
Jesse James, actually. They're in the Jesse James caves.
Oh. Well, milk builds strong bones. That whole, like, propaganda.
Lie. Yeah.
So, a weird childhood memory of mine, but there was like a career day or something like that at my elementary school, and I think he was a dentist or like a chiropractor or something, not related to bones. That like that you would immediately think, okay, this guy is like an expert on bones.
Sure.
And he did his whole speech. Nothing was weird. And then at the end, they were like, okay, like, Mr. Doctor, whatever, do you want to, like, anything else you want to add before the kids go? And he's like, yeah, the last thing I'd like to say is, milk does not build strong bones. And he went off on this tangent about how it was like propaganda and stuff. And I'm like 8 years old. And I'm just like, what is this guy saying?
Sure.
You know, it's just like went against everything that was being preached at the time. But it was just weird that this guy felt like he needed to use this career day platform to try to educate us on.
Yeah, but good for him, honestly. Like,
propaganda.
I'm okay with that. Like, go for it, dude. Because, I mean, technically he's right. Like, milk itself doesn't build strong bones. You know, calcium is an important part in, you know, the growth and development of bones, but you can get calcium from a bunch of different places, dude. Like, you get it from freaking broccoli, and it's like, where's the broccoli campaign? You know, like that's.
It was just an odd thing. I think it was just an odd thing for him to do. In my opinion, it was just weird.
No,
like,
I'm right there with you, man.
He's just like, I know what I'll do. I'll try to get these kids to not drink milk. It was just, you know, I don't know.
Well, maybe he was.
It's weird, more weird that I remember it.
True. Well,
like,
he made
something
his
that
impression, man.
He did, dude. He left his mark on me. Maybe there's other things that he left on me, and I'm just like suppressing those memories.
Suppression. Well, also, I want to take, this is completely off topic, but I want to take a side note here.
Yeah.
Mom, I know you're not watching because you just texted me a recipe for a sandwich. Please do not text me during streaming time because it is distracting. But I know you're not going to see this, so yeah.
That's actually hilarious.
Boy, Seth, we sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, folks. Come on, Seth, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When is that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon? But how long is that?
In a little while, man.
But what am I going to do till then?
You can hit the subscribe button so you can stick around for more content, or feel free to watch some of our past stuff.
Don't forget to come back soon.
Because we'll be waiting here on
Nerd Bleeding the Nerd. What? Nerd Bleeding the Nerd.